and welcome to Center Circle. I am Jermaine Brown. From one Brown to another, this week it's Warner Brown who kicked things off from the Center Circle. The red-hot Arnett Gardens striker is the man leading in the Golden Boot race. The name Warner Brown has been fast becoming a household one, and that's because he has hit the heights in the Jamaica Premier League with 14 goals so far this season to be the leading scorer.
That was firmly put away by Warner Brown.
Brown picked himself up, scored.
Interestingly, the 22-year-old says he's not surprised about how his career is going.
Well, not really. This was always expected because of my reputation from in the schoolboy football league. Yeah, so when I made the transition, that was always expected. No, it's not a surprise that I'm doing so well, but a surprise I have 14 goals because it could be a lot more. You know, if I should just put away the chance that I got.
There are 14 goals so far this season. It hasn't gone unnoticed, by the way, because you were called into a local-based reggae boy squad recently. Played the first game, and that in itself is something big and a reward for what you are doing.
Yes, definitely. I feel really elated to make it to the national team. You know, this was a childhood dream, so now I just have to stay focused and hopefully to make my name one to call again. It's a really great feeling to wear the colours, you know, and to showcase what I can do on an international base.
Do you think you have done enough to leave your name somewhere in the minds of the coaches?
Well, yes, I can say that, but there's lots of work to be done, you know, lots of room for improvement, and I definitely look forward to get another call.
This is Brown's third season in the Jamaica Premier League, having spent a season with the TVJ Gardens.
First off, it's again a lot of experience. You know, my first season, then I went overseas. I came back last season. It was a little bit difficult because, you know, it's my first field again back in the Jamaica Premier League. And as expected in the second season, you know, to make a difference at the team and to help the team to push on for the title.
The former St. Andrew Technical High School standout joined Tivoli after his school coach Philip Williams took charge of the West Kingston-based team.
He had a vision, he had a plan, so he showed me that opportunity and I took it.
What was the reason now for coming to Arnett instead of going back to Tivoli?
I spoke to Xavier Gilbert, and he showed me a vision as well, and I liked that idea. So I came to Arnett Gardens. At the time, I don't think Philip Williams was at Tivoli Gardens. I think he was focusing on St. Andrew Technical. It's not a matter of swapping one guard for the other. Tivoli Gardens is a great team. Arnett Gardens is a great team too.
It has proven to be, I don't want to say the right move, but it has proven to be a good move.
Well, yeah. So it was a good move. I can say that. I mean, the first season, last season, everyone would say it's a wrong move or whatever, but it's just time. I had to just trust the process and stay focused.
So what is life like in the jungle?
Jungle, well, I can say for one, fans make the difference. The fans make the 12th player out there, always. If you come in the jungle, the atmosphere is really amazing. So to be a part of this football club, it's a great feeling.
At the end of the day, Brown doesn't want his goals to go in vain as he hopes to take Arnett Gardens across the line this season.
I hope to be consistent and to continue scoring goals even up until the playoff, until the last game of the season. I hope to be more consistent and to score goals to help my team to get the title and to move on and make the transition overseas again. Starting the season the first was to keep the consistency. That's the first one, the main one, to keep the consistency and to finish the season with 20 plus goals.
This Despite hitting the target 14 times so far, Brown says his most audacious goal is yet to come, and that his hat-trick against former club Tivoli was just business.
Well, at the moment, the team needed it. First, I had to get the job done, and after, friends and family and feelings, anything can come in after, but I had to get the job done and help my team to get 3 points.
At the end of the game, what did you say to them?
Former teammates, well, I mean, told them it's just business, you know, all hugs and kisses after, just business.
Brown has not only plied his trade locally, but he has had 2 stints overseas, first with Rochester, New York FC, and then in Slovenia.
My first club in the US, Rochester, New York FC, it's my first professional contract, so it was challenging, of course, you know, new experiences. I almost knew everything, you know, new coach, new tactics, so, you know, it was a little difficult, but as time goes by, I had to adjust and to get my head focused and ready for the challenge. But in Europe, I had some difficulty with the weather, the first time playing in the cold, and, you know, injuries came along as well, so that made a big difference for me.
So it was that part that affected you more so than anything else?
Yeah, definitely, the change of climate and injuries and stuff like that.
Compare the challenges of playing your football locally as to your 2 stints overseas.
Well, overseas it takes more concentration, and there's little windows for the transition, so you have to be more focused, you have to be more open to learn, and there's a lot of different ways to say it, but all in all it's just the concentration, just to be more focused. Yeah.
What type of person are you though? You're 22 right now.
Yeah.
Right? What sort of person are you?
Well, I guess I can say I'm jovial, you know, business-minded, because I'm really determined. So, you know, sometimes I might not be the type of person to, you know, talk to in a moment where I'm upset or it's not going my way, because I'm really focused on getting the job done, and if it's not going right, you know, it can be a difficult person to deal with. But outside of that, I think I'm a good person.
What's your background, your family background like?
I grew up with my mother and father, same household, until my father migrated, and I had a fair childhood, a good childhood. I wouldn't say poor, and I would say definitely not wealthy, but I had a fair childhood, a good one. You know, anything I wanted, if I can't get it right now, it's in the process. You know, I have to wait, and if I just can't get it, it's just like that. But I wouldn't say wealthy are the worst, you know.
Growing up though, what was the reason for you to say you want to be a footballer?
Well, first I've grown up in the streets. You always see football, playing football, bring peace, football bring unity, you know, and in the streets I played on the road and I developed some skills, and I went into Premier League, and you know, I started to play, and I realized I was different. I wasn't just a normal football player. I realized I had a talent, and I brought it on to the next level. And my coaches and my manager helped me to propel it to the next level.
So where did you play your youth football apart from school?
From school?
Yeah, apart from school, where did you like club?
Duane Park.
Duane Park.
Yeah, so I grew up in the Duane Park community. Played football. First time playing football was at somewhere in Duane Park called Labenskana, and from there to Duane Park Football Club, and then I had Premier League in Georgia, that's in Duane Park. So yeah, I made a transition from Duane Park.
And from George Edley you went to Stats?
From George Edley to Stats.
Yeah. How did Philip Williams though shape your career to turn it into the player you are, that you are now showcasing?
Well, Philip Williams was the kind of coach, stern sometimes, but if he saw potential in you, he would definitely push you more and always help you to fulfill your dreams. If you have the ambition to go to the next level, you will always be the one to tell you that put in the work, go harder, and to just stay focused. It's that kind of individual.
Brown says his dream was to win the Isamaning Cup. He played in one final for Stance against Jamaica College but lost the game on penalties.
Frankson steps up. Oh, he skies it!
It's a result that has left him with a bad taste in the mouth.
Well, in that moment, it was really devastating because we beat them in the quarterfinals and to come lose to them in penalty shootout in the finals. It was really devastating at the moment, but you know, it's football.
But how did you recover from that? Because when you're younger and you're losing a final, it tends to stay with you a little longer than when you are a grown
man, yeah.
Yeah, so how did you get over that?
Well, I'm not sure I'm still over it because as I said before, we beat them in the quarterfinals. So, you know, if you see them beat me in the finals, it was really difficult. But, you know, as I grow older now, you accept it, to embrace the moment. And personally, I tell myself, any finals I go to, as from them times, I won't be losing. I will be victorious in the finals.
Because that would remove all of that feeling from
yeah,
back
definitely.
then.
Yeah.
That give you that satisfaction. That
yes, it will give me that satisfaction.
Now.
Right.
Overseas, I mean, you went there twice. At 22, you must be looking to go back.
Yeah, definitely. I'm really looking to make the transition again, going overseas and playing again, professionally again.
What's the feedback you're getting from your agent?
From my agent? Yeah, it's really positive. Clubs are interested, but I mean, still have to get the job done out here in Hornet Garden. So until then. But for the Hornet Garden fans watching, I'll do my utmost best to bring the title to Hornet Gardens.
When we return, we go a division down to the JFF Championship, or Tier 2, if you will.